I wanted to discuss about the second book that is coming out, which is the second part to Kyirux, the Message of Pascal, and it's titled Kyirux II, the Hidden History. As in Kyirux I, this device, Kyirux, which tells us the origins of our existence and how human beings came to be on this planet, what else is out there in the universe, and what is beyond this cluster of octillion billion galaxies. What is outside this cluster that we call the universe? Because see, for us the universe is everything. We think of, most of the people think of universe has a boundary of where the last galaxy is, or the last bit of that gas is existing. But universe is going beyond the boundaries of this cluster of stars and galaxies and planets. Universe is going much beyond. It's infinite, and that's what Kyirux, the Message of Pascal, the first book, explains our origins and what is exactly out there, and if there is an intelligent life. And obviously, if there's a device older than life itself, then telling you about the origins, then there is somebody else out there. But the second part, which is called the Hidden History, it is actually probably my favorite of the two parts, because it goes into much more depth and detail of our history, which relates to the Anunnakis, the secret societies, the emergence of astrology and black magic rituals, and where exactly they came from, and also a signal that comes from Jupiter to with the signal that gets caught up by this device, Kyirux. And so in the second part, man actually tries to go where the signal is coming from. And if you have read the book, as a lot of people have, and I'm very happy about that, it's pretty much a continuation from the very end of the book to the second part. And it's a bit complex to give out what happens in the end of the first part, because then the whole mystery is gone of Kyirux I. But Kyirux II, the Hidden History, goes into some of the most astonishing and profound discoveries in our scientific community, especially a base on the moon, which I talk about in this book. How the moon base was discovered, what was on it, and who actually built the base on the moon. And obviously it goes into a much more complex mission, which not only just goes to Jupiter, but the astronauts from Earth go inside the atmosphere of Jupiter, which people think that it's undoable because of the speed of the winds and the size of the planet and the distance, but they do go, provided from the technology of Kyirux. So it becomes like a whole new adventure on when this team of astronauts goes to Jupiter, and then what they discover there, it completely changes mankind. I mean, if you thought Kyirux I, the Message of Pascal, was, in a way, amplifying our existence on this planet, Kyirux II is going to be, just opening up eyes, especially about who Anunnakis were, who were Manas, also what exactly was Atlantis, and the fourth dimensional beings, because in our religious contexts, and I'm not going to name any particular religion, because they all path leads to the same God, but in our current religious context, it talks about the existence of the angels from fourth dimension who used to live on this planet back around about 50 to 60,000 years ago, and the information they provided to the lower beings, which is us. And once the age ended, it was an age called in Vedas, it's called the Dapyug, Tapyug. Dapyug is where the gods existed with man in the same dimension, in the same plane. But when that age ended and the Kyirux age began, they left to a different dimension. The dimension might be here as I speak, but we can't see it, we can't feel it, because we are only three-dimensional beings. We don't know what fourth-dimensional beings or fifth-dimensional beings look like. And so Kyirux, the hidden history, goes into all of this, and it goes into how we actually became intelligent and how we evolved in our mindset. And Kyirux hidden history also goes to the depth and the secrets of the pyramids and the coral castle, which a lot of people don't know, that this man who built the coral castle in Florida actually built it himself. And somehow they say he found the secrets of pyramids and how they built these, how they lifted these 20, 30, 10, 5 tons sized rocks, and to build these pyramids in 15-year time just using the manpower. It's pretty unthinkable, because they have tried this in Japan, and those people, 200 Japanese, could not move a 10-ton rock for more than 100 feet. Now imagine bringing rocks from one end to the other and actually stacking them up to build this gigantic pyramid. And people also have a wrong perception of why the pyramids were built, and that's what I reveal in this book, is why exactly were the pyramids built. What was their purpose? What is their purpose today? Because they are still doing something to all of us, even though the effect and power of those pyramids has diminished ever since they blasted a hole into pyramid to get inside it. I don't think they should have done that, because the energy just left, most of it. But obviously there is some retaining, because it always re-energizing itself. So, but the thing is, the pyramid of Giza cannot store its energy within, because they, back in the early 1900s, they blasted a hole in it, the archaeologists, and they had to do it to go inside and find out what exactly is there. But I can't really blame them, because there was no other way to go and getting inside and finding what exactly is in there. But it was actually storing a certain kind of energy. So I talk about all of these things, and this is going to be a very adventurous ride. It's not just an informative book, it actually takes you into and expands you in our solar system, which me as a kid always wanted to know what exactly is like. Stepping, if there is a surface on Jupiter, what it would be like to be in the middle of that atmosphere, looking through a protective shield, or being on Saturn. I mean, forget even Mars, I'm talking about the planets that are out there. How it would be like to even step on the sun, to see the surface of the sun, what it's like. So I go into all these adventures in Kyirux II, the hidden history, which hopefully comes out on February 11th or February 16th. Depends on when my editor is finished with the final draft. So thank you very much, and I'll look forward for you guys to reviewing my book. Below is the link to my website, which takes you to Kyirux Part 1 and Part 2 own website. So check it out. Thank you.